everyone, welcome back to Wellington Witch. My name's Lorien and it's a pleasure to do this reading for you today. This is basically a reading surrounding messages from the summer solstice. It will be the winter solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere, but either way it's a moment of change, of pause and reflection. And it's going to be in the middle of Mercury, well, at the start of Mercury retrograde, and there's a big eclipse happening as well. So there's a lot going on energetically in the universe for us to grab hold of and see what's coming up. So with this reading, my intention is for us to see who we're becoming and what messages Spirit, Universe, the solstice has to bring to us. Now I have a little mini ritual with the solstice that I hope I'm going to be able to do because we've had a week of thunderstorms here. What I normally do is on the longest evening, I step outside and I just sit in my garden and watch the sun as it goes down. I look at the patterns in the sky, I look at the clouds, and I just kind of pause and have a bit of a deep reflection. Now fingers crossed I can do that this time because it's, as I say, it's been raining constantly. There should be a little bit of clear times tomorrow, but this is just also a kind of tarot based moment like that, to see what information is coming through, what patterns are in the sky here, you know, what information can we get from this. So this is a pick a card. As you can see, I have 4 piles here, and I'm going to overturn these 4 cards so you can actually have maybe a 60-second meditation where you can just kind of pause the video if you want to, but there'll be music and you can just lean in and feel and see what information is coming through to you from these, and then choose your pile accordingly. So pile 1 we have Open Your Heart, which is number 10. If numbers mean a lot to you, it's number 10. Pile 2 we have Shift Your Energy, which is 19. Pile 3 we have Trust Your Own Understanding, which is 32. And pile 4 we have Bountiful Harvest, 28. It's interesting to me because I had a feeling we were going to go lilac beige, and we did. So there we go, another little pattern there. So take a moment, take 60 seconds if you wish. If you already know which one you're drawn to, click on it, go to the reading, and hopefully there'll be some good messages coming your way as to how you're evolving as a person, what information is coming to you, what blessings are coming to you. We're going to hopefully go into all of that. But if you want to take some time, like I say, take 60 seconds that I come in a moment with music, and just kind of deliberate on what you want to ask the cards, what you want to get from them. If you like what you see, please do subscribe and like the channel, like the video, share if you wish. Click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And also, if you like what you see, if you get resonation from the reading, comment below, let me know. I always love hearing from you guys, and it makes a world of difference to my day when I'm hearing from you. So in the meantime, I'll leave you with these and just momentarily just kind of meditate on them, and then I'll see you in just a second. Hello, beautiful group one. So you would have chosen Open Your Heart, which is a beautiful card. This is less about opening up to romance, although that is included. It's just making you feel safe. It is safe for you to trust now. It is safe for you to open up to the universe, to make your request, to put in your order to the universe. It is safe for you to kind of ask it for things. You know, it's safe for you to open yourself up to possibilities to come through. So maybe this is a turning point over the weekend for you to just bring in some blessings, or to at least start them on their way, because we have a hand in everything we do. We are not you know, unable to control things. We can influence things. So do just keep in mind, you have more power than you realize. Open your heart. That's what came to me as I was looking at that card moments ago. So for now, this is the card that we're going to start with. I am going to do some shuffling of other cards, but this is who you may be growing into. This is who you may be evolving into after this summer solstice. So let's see. Okay, so this is the child orphan. This is independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering your fear of surviving. This is the shadow attributes. This is the feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So it's kind of, I think, detoxifying, understanding that not everybody is going to be having your best interests at heart. This is going to be more of a people you've outgrown scenario. We're just opening your heart to understand who is with you and who is not with you and who is for you. I think as well, if you're worried about maybe making it on your own, maybe you've always had a partner, maybe you've just come out of a breakup, or maybe there's been difficulty in previous relationships, maybe you've struggled to find equality in a relationship that you've had recently. This is basically saying that you have got a lot of independence, or maybe you've not even relationship involved. You know, it's maybe just struggling with the concept of going things by yourself, or coming more into fruition of that. You know, it's not too bad to go to dinner by yourself once in a while. It's not too bad to just do things separately from your partner, separately from your family, your friends. You know, it's something that you can own for yourself. And this, I think, is you ascending even higher into this space, just to say, you know what, I'm comfortable with who I am, and I'm actually doing okay. There's something about this that I feel is maybe fear of being left alone, maybe fear of being left to your own devices, which occasionally I get to, but it is mainly for you to ascend into that area. And so we move on to some live drawings. So this is going to be just some general angel guidance advice. What do my darling group ones need to know? For some reason, I have a feeling you're very in tune with group 3 as well. So if you want, I haven't done group 3 yet. So if it's something that you want to look at later on, if it's something that you want to, you know, skip after this, that's fine. But for some reason, I feel like you're intertwined. So maybe a dear friend of yours is number 3 or something like that. Let's have a look. Ooh, so we have patience as the first one. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realise. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So, again, I think maybe it's just giving some time, opening your heart to patience maybe. It could also be the fact that everything is building up as it should. Everything is building up as it needs to. So I do feel that, you know, your independence coming through here, your learning to go it alone. Be patient with yourself. If you have a few teething problems, if you have a few issues now and again, it's no reflection on you. It's just a case of understanding and kind of getting to know what it's like on this new path for you. Maybe you're changing career, maybe you're changing your daily routine. You're going to have some stumbling blocks, so just be patient a little bit. I do think give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Just kind of see how you can, you know, deal with it from day to day. Don't put all your eggs in that same basket. Take back your power. Ooh, Raziel, use your God-given gift, God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. So this was opening your heart to receive. opening your heart to bring in some information, to draw in the things that matter, to draw in things that you want. Don't close off from opportunity or possibility. There could be some things that you didn't even know you wanted until they land on your doorstep. You know, there's that kind of feeling of, oh, okay, maybe there's something here that we can work with. So it's something that is kind of saying you have the power to change, you have the power to go alone, you have the power to make something of yourself. So I definitely believe there's a lot of potential. I believe there's a lot of connection coming in here, and signposts that are going to point you to the way that you're supposed to go. It's just believing that you have what it takes. This is something that the solstice may help with. Believing you have what it takes, believing that you have, you know, the tenacity and the wherewithal and the intelligence and the grit and determination to get somewhere. And it could be assisting you with that as well. But first, I think it means get rid of the clutter, detoxify from, you know, people who, you know, maybe cling on to you unnecessarily, or maybe you cling on to them unnecessarily. It's just kind of recalibrating who's in your life and where you're going in it. Oh. Well, apologies, my lovelies, if this setup is slightly different than before. For some reason, the whole camera setup decided to just collapse. So I've just taken a few minutes to set it back up again. So there we are. Right, so the next card that we're going to look at is this card, which is the Moon Oracle, Moonology Oracle. And this is just to see kind of what phase you're at, what stage you're at, if there's something that they want to tell you from the cosmos, how the planets may be affecting you, the signs. Okay, this one. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. So if there has been any worry about that, if there has been any issues regarding that lately, it's just basically saying that you are safe. You are very much safe. You are very much loved as well. Interestingly, the solstice is in Cancer. It's in like 0 degrees of Cancer. So I feel that this is very much telling you that there may be something to do with home, being sheltered, feeling secure, feeling very much part of a family, part of love. So that could be something that's very important to you over the course of the next month or two. But it's definitely coming in to suggest that you are very important to the people who love you. You're very important to the people you love as well. There's a definite connection here that I believe they want you to enjoy. I'm just going to do another one. Okay. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So you have two lovely little things here. You are good enough. You are worthy. You are very much needed, I think. And there was one, the top one as well. A time for healing. Okay. So it just feels a little bit like you've probably been through the mill. You probably have had a few nicks and scrapes, and you've had things maybe come at you a lot lately, and you're just sort of, oh, can I get there already? Can I go it? Can I just continue? This is kind of saying that you have the support, universe supports you, you will find your support, but if you need to go it alone at any point, you will have the kind of universe on your side, basically. You are safe, your loved ones are safe, there is patience coming in here, just carry on slow and steady. You do have the power in order to create change, you do have the power probably to heal as well. So there is definitely, you are good enough to heal as well. You're good enough to put yourself on the line and actually continue working with spirit, working with your guides, working with the universe in order to assist you going forwards. It's not selfish to want a helping hand. You know, it isn't selfish to go, excuse me, I would quite like some assistance here. It's not selfish to do that. It's just something that if you need to be at your best capacity, then ask and move forwards and it will be given to you. I'm pretty much a believer in that. I do feel that you are going to achieve things over the course of the next 6 months, because that is kind of what the eclipses give you. That is the energy over the next 3 to 6 months. I feel like you are going to see such a change in yourself but it's going to be subtle, and not everybody's going to see it because it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. It's how you feel, how you carry yourself, how you communicate with people, how you communicate your ideas, and how you address things, how you deal with things, problems, issues that may arise. So if you feel a bit under the weather, you know that you're good enough, you can heal, you can kind of take the time to just kind of take your time, basically. I definitely feel this is a time for you to evolve as well, and it's definitely a moment where you'll start seeing rewards for your efforts. I mean, it could be that you've been very emotional lately. It could be, you know, especially with the new moon in Cancer here, it could be that you've been very emotional. It could be that you're not really sure as to which direction you're going. But especially with the full moon in Virgo, it's like humble, serving everybody else, serving, trying to be, you know, self-sacrificing. But I do feel that finding the balance between the universe, the cosmic, the special, and the mundane is probably going to be very strong for you. Worry less. Virgos are very much about worrying. They're overly critical sometimes. It could also be second guessing yourself. But I do feel if you have been worrying too much, it can attract that. So heal the worry, heal the concern, heal the over worried emotions that are kind of going on in your life at the moment, and just try and steady them as much as you can, because I do feel that the solstice is bringing you this, you know, recalibration, this balance a little bit more, so that you can find yourself more independent and less on a tightrope and more on a steady beam, if that makes sense. So you're not having to really perfect your balance, you just have a steady flow in front of you. So I hope this really helps you. If it does, let me know in the comments below, and please do consider liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. I also would love to hear your thoughts about what the solstice is going to mean for you, and just drop a link down below. If you'd like a reading on this or any other subject that's on your mind, all the information as to how to get in contact with me is down below in the description box. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely time this weekend and in the near future indeed. But take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you in group 2. Hello, my beautiful group 2. So you would have chosen shift your energy. Now, shift your energy is about raising your vibration. It's about making sure that you are always at your highest vibration, or at least trying not to go as low as the world sometimes tries to put us. So with this one, it is mainly getting back in touch with what makes you feel grounded, getting back in touch with what makes you feel whole. So for me, it may be meditation, doing some witchcraft, reading about the craft, because anything connected to nature, you know, walking out into, you know, the garden, putting my feet in the grass if it's not too wet or cold, you know, that grounds me. So what grounds you? Is it having a lovely bath with some candles? Is it going for a run? Is it exercising? Is it just kind of watching something, playing something on the radio? You know, what is it that grounds you? What is it that not only grounds you, actually raises your vibration? So this is shifting your energy, shifting your mindset out of maybe a negative cycle into a more positive cycle. Now, sometimes this isn't very easy. Sometimes this can be quite draining on us, because, you know, everything you're like, yeah, but you circle back to, yeah, but I have this issue. Yeah, but I have this thing that's happening. The key is not to just, to recognize it, accept, okay, I understand this is happening. It is not controlling me. And it's just kind of releasing it out into the wild almost. Just going, okay, you're not controlling me. So making sure that you shift your energy is very important. So becoming, what would you, this is a card of what would you become, or what should you embrace? What elements of yourself or what archetype should you lean into in order to deal with the energy from the summer solstice? What is it recommending you look for? Oh, a rescuer. So the light attributes would be providing strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. If you were to go into the low vibration, now it would be assuming that the rescued will reciprocate keeps the rescued one needy. So keeping them in a manner in which they continue to need you. So that's kind of a cycle, I suppose. But we're focusing on the light one here because none of us want to go in this area. So this is the providing strength and support to others in crisis. I think especially now when I'm doing this reading is very important. It is basically about community, understanding who needs it most, how we can connect with them most. Even if it's just a small hello, how are you doing, or a message. For those who are a little bit struggling, that is definitely something that you could reach out and ask them how they are. For those of you who are interested in the politics of the current arena and stuff like that, it could be that you're helping lift voices and you're helping lift other people's voices and experiences, and you're not really centering yourself so much, and you're actually using this time to engage and light and lift other people at this point. So it could be that, but you're basically providing strength, and I think this is also providing strength to yourself. So if you ever, for instance, get lost, if you ever are unsure as to what direction you're going in, how you can do certain things, don't worry too much. I know it's easier said than done, but do not worry too much. Try and lean into a more positive factor for you here. I do get the impression, as far as I'm, coming into something here, it just feels a little bit like you can be your own rescue. You can be your own rescue. You can tell yourself, I am not doing this, I am positive, I am lifting myself. You don't necessarily need anybody else to come and do it for you. A helping hand is good. A helping hand, somebody's support, but the person who does the work is you. The person who goes out and does all the recovery of yourself, the exercise, the changing of habits is you. So this, I think, is definitely something that you're looking towards accomplishing over the next however long it seems to be coming through here. But let's have a look at your angel cards, see what messages the angel cards have to say. What do they have to say for group 2? Oh, beloved one, okay. So this says that I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So it could be that you're entering into, or even raising the vibration of, a current relationship. And I do feel that this is coming for you. It just sort of kind of wraps its wings around you. It just feels like you're loved. There's a lot of blue energy here. So especially here as well. Here, so it could be communication, how you, especially because we're going into Mercury retrograde, how you communicate with others. If it's from a place of love, if it's from a place of distress, if you are trying to struggle with them a little bit too much. This is just, not just relationships that are romantic. This is friendships, partnerships, business arrangements. Many people can be your soulmates. They're at different levels, different vibrations. So that feels like it's coming through just to suggest to you that this is helping you communicate. This is helping you phrase things correctly. So for instance, if you trip over your words now and again, it will actually help you rearrange how you approach a subject, or even help you in how to do it in the first place. Because I know sometimes subjects can be extra sensitive, and so that's just kind of trying to allow you to connect a little bit more. I'm just going to get another card as well. Okay. Remember who you are. Okay, so definitely communication. It's all blue here. So Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. So if you have been wondering, am I good enough? Am I worthy of this? Am I, deserving? This is saying, yes, you are. You are definitely deserving. You are definitely one with people. You are definitely ready. And I think that you deserve to be lifted up. You deserve to be given help and support, love and understanding here. So there's definitely some interaction that I see coming in to help your communication. This is more of an indigo. So this could be with a deeper sense of identity and a deeper sense of how you want to support other people with your voice or actions. But I definitely see this as coming forwards and being quite a positive connection for you. It definitely feels like it's lifting you rather than pushing you down. And I think for a lot of us this is very important, especially now that we're looking into how we can create change. We're looking into how we can be part of that change positively. And I feel within yourself as well, there's definitely an enlightenment, there's a greatness coming through, and it feels like there's a balance as well here. So for me, when I'm looking at these cards, you're shifting your energy into being somebody who supports others and receives support in return. Your communication with your beloveds, your family, friends, partners, this is definitely something that is being improved. But this is basically saying that you don't have to give away your power all the time. Remember who you are. You're very powerful. You can choose where to put that power. You can choose where to place that understanding and also lift yourself, but also others with you. So it's kind of like understand where you are at and how you can help others as well. Not just yourself. It's a kind of a balance, but it's one that I think is worth figuring out for you. So let's have a look at your moon cards just to see. Okay. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so this is basically having energies just explode around you. Not necessarily in a negative way, but things are coming to a head. This is basically where you feel, you know, energized, really. It's something that is kind of, vroom. If you want to do it, you do it. If it's impulsive. It's something that is very much like Aries, direct, channeled, explosive. It can sometimes be short-lived, so I will just get another card just to see what it comes out right. But it does feel like things are coming to a natural position of, okay, we're done. We're done. And it may just be, I'm thinking with the Mercury retrograde, it may just be that you decide to cut somebody out of your life. It may be that you are deciding to get rid of some element of somebody. But I definitely feel there's something coming in regards to having this explosive energy. Something is ending. It may end fast, and you know, it may even be, you know, the current situation in the world, but it will end fast, it will end bright, and I think this is actually when you're able to move forwards after the fact. Okay. I feel like you wanted to come out, but now I feel it's reluctant. Let's just have a look. Oh, okay. Well, these two are ruled by the same planet. So there we go. But the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears, is basically, you know, fear of being lost. Maybe fear of not being good enough. Fear of, you know, am I worthy? You know, shift that energy. Ground yourself. Maybe it's fear of, you know, losing somebody that you love. Maybe it's fear of not getting the promotion. Maybe it's fear of what happens after everything has changed in the world. Maybe it's fear about what happens in 2021. But just work through them. Ground yourself. If you can hear some noise, by the way, I apologise. It's the neighbours. They've decided to hoover. But yes, it just feels like the work is inside. The work is definitely on the inner path. It's something that is giving you a feel of understanding. It's something that is giving you a feeling of kind of a wealth of knowledge about yourself. But work through your inner fears by grounding, shifting that energy. Worrying doesn't really change anything, to be honest. Worrying does not give much of a leeway when it comes to certain things. It's very much a lower vibration of worry. I mean, we can't help it. We worry all the time. We're human. But if you can transmute that into more positive, like what if things go right instead of what if things go wrong, I think you'll be feeling a little bit better about things. This seems to be quite a anxious group. But I'm there with you. You know, I suffer from anxiety as well. It's something that a lot of people, especially nowadays, has to battle against. So I completely understand if there's something that is going on around there for you and you're like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to pull another one just to kind of see what's coming in for you. I feel this one wants to come out. Ooh, Leo. Confidence. Remember who you are is the key to your success. New moon in Leo. So after anything ends, after anything kind of falls by the wayside with the Aries, you work through your fears in order to be confident. So maybe fear of failure is something that's coming through here. Maybe fear of, again, not being good enough, not being this, not being worthy, not being blah. Confidence is the key to your success here. Definite confidence. You've heard of the term fake it till you make it. You're not faking it. You're acting like you already have it. You're acting like you already own it, or you're living it, or you're worthy of it, or you've been given confirmation. Yeah, this is what I have. This is what, this is definitely something for you to utilize, I think. I mean, of all the things here, there's a rebirth coming through. It's like this is like a phoenix, the new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is very phoenix-like. So it's kind of, this is like whatever you've been through, there is a new start. It's something that's kind of like, light in the shadow, going through the darkness in order to transmute into the light, transform into the light. I feel like, I don't know, it just feels as holding on to something that's like I'm seeing like an iron nail in the ground, and you're holding on to that, and I think you need to remove yourself from that. Don't hold on to things that are too negative in the ground and that can't shift, that can't move. Make sure that you can move on. Are you being a little bit paranoid about things? If so, move on. Go into it with the confidence of a Leo. Leos are very confident. Leos are very understated. And I think a lot of the times, not understated, that's the wrong word. What is it? Basically just, the people that I know with Leo in their chart very heavily, they are very exalted. They are very on, they know who they are, and they kind of present themselves in a certain way, so they draw people to them. So I think that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be drawing people to them because you're working through your fears of maybe being seen. Maybe you're working through your fears of, having people come to you. But I do feel this is definitely something that is worth going through, worth working with, and, as you are worth the time and effort to do this for. So if this resonated with you, please do let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear back from you, and please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and clicking on that bell if you like the content here. Should you want to ask a question about this or anything else that's on your mind, I do personal readings, so all that is in the information box below. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll speak to you guys very soon. Hello, wonderful ones. So if you chose group 3, I am group. So this is trust your own understanding. So this is basically a call for you to have a look and see what you see, or how you see the world, and understand a little bit more about how you feel about it, really. This is to trust your instincts. This is to, if you see a situation and you're like, I believe this is happening here, trust your understanding of that. Similarly, friends, family, loved ones, workmates, behaving in certain ways, trust your own understanding of how they're doing that. I also feel with this card is to have a higher vision, is to have a higher sense of what is actually going on. If you and your intuition is actually telling you, this is a bad situation, stay away, trust your own understanding of that, your own interpretation, the way that your body is reacting to certain things. Trust that understanding and make sure that you take note of that in your day-to-day kind of experiences, because I think that's going to be very important for you. Now, you were the one that had 2 cards come through here. So this was the energy that you could embrace in order to benefit most from this solstice. So let's see what the first one is. That is mentor, and then we have Messiah. Oh, okay. These are quite interchangeable, really. So mentor is passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Messiah is serving humanity with humility. The darker aspect of a mentor would be the inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction And with the Messiah, it would be exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. I'm just going to scratch my eye. Sorry, I've had really bad allergies lately. So there we go. The mentor and the Messiah then, they are very much connected, because the mentor and the Messiah both lead, they both teach, they both spread a message to either a single group or a multiple group. So either way, it's you educating others, either leading by example or passing on your wisdom. So this could call you to maybe step up into a position where you can spread information or spread your own understanding of certain issues and your own opinion on things. So you could be taking a step forwards in regards to that. It could be written in a book, it could be paintings, you know, how you see the world, teaching others how to use a technique that you've developed. It could be you showing others how, you know, this is an innovative way to process data. You know, it could be something like that, that you're showing others, either one individual or a group. Either way, this is somebody who, you know, they will look to you for some guidance. They will look to you for some understanding. And I think you reaching an, you know, a kind of level where you can trust that you're imparting the best wisdom to people is kind of where you start feeling more yourself and more empowered as you go along as well. So I'm just going to see what your angel cards have to say. What do group 3 need to know? Okay, so 1. So pay attention in claircognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. If you have been wondering lately, what do I do about this situation? What do I do over here? You will be getting the ideas and the eureka moments that go, oh, okay, maybe I could try this way. And then maybe you can get other people, you know, once you've gone through it, you can tell other people about the experience and how you accomplished what you did. Or, you know, just something that teaches, it's a teachable moment, I think, that's coming through. And this is paying attention to those ideas, those thoughts, those solutions that maybe you've been asking the universe for in the last few weeks, months, however long. I feel like within this, it's kind of, what am I doing about this situation? What am I doing here? What am I, boom, answer. And then you can teach. Now it depends, like you could be a one-on-one mentor with somebody, not even understand that, you know, or see that people are looking up to you in this way. But leading by example is a great thing that's coming through here, and understanding your intuition, understanding when it's meaning a certain way for you. Yeah, there's a lot coming in for you guys here. So let's just have a look and see. You want to come out. Clairaudience. Okay, so this is notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So it could also be you guiding others with this information that comes through to you. You could be a spiritualist teacher, you could be a priest, you could be somebody who is a therapist, or, you know, just a warm, loving ear from other people. You know, you could be, you know, your friends, family coming to you with, you know, asking for advice. So I do feel though that you are going to get help from spirit during this time, and I feel like through spirit you are going to be told what your skills are, or, you know, shown what your skills are and how you can evolve through it. Really, I just see you being able to support others as they support you. You can see your understanding of a situation. You know your intuition with it. You don't have to shrink wrap people. You don't have to put people in a box to understand where they're standing, to understand what their emotions are. So I do feel this is all coming through for you during the summer solstice and beyond. That they're saying, you know, just trust your intuition. You may be, in some cases, not realising how much of an influence you have on others and how much they look up to you. So that is definitely something to work on here. Like, oh, I shouldn't react like this because somebody's watching me and they may get the wrong idea, or something like that could be coming through. I just want another one of these. Love it. Oh, this came out the other one. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So there could be, again, one-on-one person, maybe a, you know, a child or a partner who just thinks the world of you, and you're trying to lead by example in some way, or maybe you're responsible for somebody else, maybe you're a carer, maybe you are somebody who is adopting or something like that. But either way, it just feels like this is very much about you and how you feel like if you're leading by example, what life are you leading? And there's a lot of questions coming through in regards to that for you here. So this, don't let your past hold you back. Maybe you've gone through the mill. Maybe you've gone through a lot of issues. And there is also a thing like the karmic is the south and north node. The north node is kind of what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. The south node is what you've done in previous lifetimes. So you will still have karma coming through. I feel with this summer solstice, this is all to do with karma coming through for you to deal with. So you're going to have to teach people how to deal with things that you've already gone through. Again, it could be even a messenger forums where you tell people, this is how I did it. You know, there's just an understanding here from you, you know, putting yourself in other people's shoes. There's something really communal about this. Support, therapy, something like that. Maybe it's even Reiki that you're offering services. It just feels like, and as well, you're not letting your past hold you back. Karma's going to rear its head, I think. Previous lives, previous instances where you've been kind of looking at things going, oh, I don't know, this seems too far like the past to me. I'm not really wanting that. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, maybe there's something you need to address before you move on. Maybe there's something other people coming in from your past need to address before they move on. There's just a feel of, you know, something that's weird, Juju, going on. Okay, and then we have the energy is gaining momentum. So whatever funk you may have been in, whatever issues you may have experienced, the good energy is coming through. So if you focus on the good energy, focus on the future, focus on, you know, again, having that positivity, having that push within yourself, I feel like this is going to be good. You're clearing the debt. You're clearing something that has been weighing on your shoulders, whether it's the past, whether it's, you know, a hang up that you've had. You're clearing that out. You're leading by example. You're making sure that, you know, you are somebody you would want to follow in the first place. So not that you're going to have a large following, but you have influence, and it's to understand if you want to influence others, how would you want to influence them? Use your power for good. I have to say that. Use your power for good. Don't just go on YouTube like I have and go, oh, well, you have to do this. And, you know, you can get your little minions, as tempting as that may be. Use your power and your, you know, your understanding for good. Your perspective for good. I hope that helps you, my lovely group threes. Do let me know in the comments below if that was helpful to you. If you do, you know, like the channel, just consider liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you so much for everybody who's already done that. If you'd like a reading on this topic or another one, if you have a question, I do have readings linked down below. But in the meantime, blessings to you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Hello, lovely group fours. This is your solstice reading messages. What's coming up for you for the solstice? So if you chose this, you were drawn to bountiful harvest. This is where things are coming up dividends for you. This is where things are actually developing, finally appearing, finally being ripe enough for you to pick the fruit that you've planted years ago, maybe. So there's something a lot, satisfaction coming in for you here. And I also see the dove of peace. You're going to have a lot of peace. I just feel like you are, there's something calming for you here, and maybe some community love coming on. Maybe there's, you know, it's almost like a mini Thanksgiving. Maybe you're thankful for everybody, or you're thankful for this, and you're tuning into what you are thankful for. But there's also something that you've worked towards that's coming up for you, finally, for you to reap what you've sown here. So that's very good to know. So the card is Child Eternal. So this is kind of what will help you grow. This is maybe what you could lean into, the energy you can lean into, who you can become in order to benefit from the energy of the solstice coming through for you. So this is determination to remain young in body, mind and spirit, able to see things with fresh eyes. On the darker side, it would be the inability to grow up or be responsible, and extreme dependency on others for physical security and maybe emotional security as well. But with this one, I do see, if you're able to go into the lighter attributes of it, your determination just reign fresh about things, and just to, you know, always see things with different eyes, you know, just not taking things for granted, not taking things at face value, just kind of going, okay, I can see this in a different perspective. I am not bound by what everybody else tells me. Kind of an Aquarius point of view, I feel, with this. Just ability to see things from completely different perspective, like a butterfly in a garden. Oh wow, look at the pattern on that. Or, you know, there's you know, beauty in everything. So there's just something like you're seeing it for the first time. And I also feel like you're constantly learning, which is how you're going to keep young. You're constantly learning, constantly questioning, constantly looking at things. So they're just going to say, kind of, in order to draw in this harvest that's on its way, keep looking at things in a different way. Keep looking at things from maybe perspectives that you haven't looked at before. You know, just continue to experiment with how you feel. What means spirit to you? What does spirit mean to you? What does your mind, what do you want to accomplish with your mind and your body? It's just kind of being like, oh, okay, let's explore over here, let's explore over here. And just being a little bit more higher vibration, higher frequency, like not to the point where you're constantly delighted and surprised by everything, you know, and like, ooh, yay, and completely naive, but just childlike enough to see things, not childish, childlike. So childlike would be like, oh, yay, fireworks, I'm so excited by these fireworks, oh, how pretty they are, and just getting lost in it. You know, it's just seeing things from a completely refreshing, revitalizing point of view. And I think that's what everybody needs right now. So maybe that would bring you peace if you're able to, you know, accomplish a bit of that. So I'm just going to have a look and see what your cards are like. I think you just need a bit of fun. I think you need a little bit of relaxation and just some laughter. That's what's coming up for me. Fun and laughter. Okay, oh, take back your power. This is the second time it's come out. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings. Oh, gifts. Again, second time. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. And prioritize 2 gifts being given to you. Focus on your highest priorities and I'll help you get organised and motivated. So all these have come out before. But for you, I just get the impression, because these 2 are giving you gifts. And these are actually, it's interesting, because these 2, Metatron and Saddlefin, these were the humans that got created into angels. So it's kind of like saying, you know, we are here to offer you the way, we are here to offer you the insight and the understanding as to what is out there. You just got to look with it with open eyes. Don't be jaded, don't be kind of reluctant or, oh, can't be bothered. You know, just have the energy of, okay, well, let's see. Okay, well, let's see. Let's have a look at what's in here. Children can also be very sure of themselves. They can be very sure of what's in front of them, and of their opinion, which is fine. But this isn't to say that you have to be very curmudgeon-y about it. This is saying, look, prioritize your health, your body, your mind, your spirit, or something that, you know, is very important to you. Projects, creation, time off. And then with gifts from God is, again, is, you know, giving you the gift of maybe time off, of, you know, something that you can really utilize. And there's a beautiful sunset in the middle of this card. So it's kind of like 2 sides of the same coin here. They're offering you, you know, the ability and the time and the space to kind of slow down, prioritize, declutter, focus on one thing, and then you will get the gift maybe to help you with that one thing. It could even be something that you've asked for a long time. But take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings. So prioritize manifesting and then you'll get a gift. If you prioritize manifesting and taking back your power, you will get the gifts that you ask for. That's the message. Thank you very much, cards. Mainly focus on what you want. Now, when we, again, understand that it's coming, be very sure it's coming. You know, like a kid, they ask for a Barbie for Christmas, or they ask for a truck or an action man in my case. And, you know, they ask for something for Christmas. They don't doubt that they're going to get it a lot of the time. They just expect Santa to bring it, or they expect their, you know, their present to be under the tree. With you here, all you need to do is say, hey universe, I would like an action man for such and such. Prioritize. You can't say I have a list this long and, you know, not really focus on any one thing. You know, you could say, I want a car, I want this, I want that, I want that. Maybe you just need the money to buy a car. Maybe you need the money to buy, you know, the list that you want. So just focus on the means that will give you the end result. So it could be something that, you know, prioritize what you need, you'll receive it. And I think making your priorities not like a villa in Spain, you know, just do something that is priority for you. You know, just do something, and then you will be receiving of this. You know, open your arms to receive it. Don't expect it. Don't worry about it. Don't, you know, children know that, you know, what they ask for, it's not going to come. Apart from when, you know, in some cases, you know, people may be disappointed when you're kids because you didn't get such and such. But the principle remains of, I'm not going to doubt it. It's coming. It's on its way. I'm fine. I've got it. It's already here. It just needs to come in tangible form. It's already here. I already have £1,000 in my bank account. I already have it. It's just on, you know, it's just on its way. I've already got it. It's mine. So that's how you need to think of it. Ooh, adjustments are required. So this means, again, maybe how you're asking for things, maybe how you are harvesting. Whoopsie. My phone went a little bit of a topple there. So adjustments are required. Maybe how you're asking for it, maybe how you're trying to receive it, maybe how you are, you know, harvesting everything that you've done. Maybe you're expecting too much, you know, just adjust how you approach it. You know, just remain open, remain, you know, just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and just don't expect it to be, I don't know, just don't expect. Just ask for and embrace. Then we have your hard work's paying off. Great, so you have bountiful harvest. Yes, it's coming through. Anything that you've asked for is coming in. New moon in Capricorn. Capricorns are very hard workers. They very much pay attention to money as well, but they're very business minded. Any idea that you can come up with, a Capricorn can carry through. Sometimes they can be very clinical and they can just very rigid and, you know, this is how we do it, and very methodical, but that may be what you need. I just feel like, don't give up, carry on. Your hard work is going to come through. Adjust accordingly, course correct, see if there's something else that you need to do. But this is your power here. Your power is to manifest. Your power is to bring in blessings. And your hard work of trying to perfect your own way of doing it, your own magic of doing it, is paying off. So I'm just wondering whether I need the top one here. Yeah, okay. I'll do, oh, there's two here. All right. Your commitment is being tested again to the understanding of everything, and take time to breathe out. So this is very important. So if you're being tested, breathe. If you feel like you're constantly being poked, release. You have power. You can utilize that power. You don't need to prove it to anybody, much less yourself. Just understand it's on its way. It's on its way and you don't need to worry. But I hope that helps you, my lovely group 4s. Do let me know in the comments below how this helped you, and do consider liking and sharing and subscribing if you like this content. If you have a question about anything you've seen here or just in general, all the links are down below as to how to get a reading from me. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll speak to you again soon.